Moment in time we happen to be living through right now. One of my favorite memes that I heard somebody say earlier was, I never thought that I would actually say this, but check on your extroverted friends and just make sure they're okay. Right? I mean, we all seem to be having slightly different reactions to what's going on in our global world having to do with COVID-19. Some of us are anxious about the virus and what's happening. Some of us are anxious about our jobs and new circumstances that we find ourselves in. Some of us are just dealing with kids being home and a new set of normal, right? And we're having all kinds of reactions because this affects everyone. And I have to be honest, my first gut reaction was one of a little bit of panic. I love people. A big part of why I went into ministry is my love of God and my love for people. So the thought of not being able to do the fullness of my job and being able to be with people set me into a little bit of a panic. But I knew that if I didn't go to the source of my strength, I was going to go crazy. So I've spent a lot of time in prayer and scripture this week and seeking the presence of God, and finding that He continues to be the source of my joy and the source of my strength. I happened to be reading through the book of Isaiah lately, and I came across this verse earlier this week. This is in Isaiah chapter 28, verse 21. It says, "For the Lord will rise up as He did at Mount Perazim. He will rise up as He did at the valley of Gibeon to do His work, His unexpected work, and to perform His task, His unfamiliar task." You see, this whole deal may be a surprise and caught us off by guard, but it's helpful to know that God is still with us. God is walking through with us. And even though we may not be able to see the future and what's going to happen next, we can find comfort in knowing that God is walking through with us. He knows what we feel like when we're feeling anxious. He knows what we feel like when we're walking in loneliness. He knows what we're feeling like when we're wondering what's going to happen next. And yet we don't need to be afraid because He is doing His unexpected work. And we can take comfort. This verse just jumped off the page to me as I take comfort in knowing that God can still work through this. God can still show up, and God will show us new things. So wherever you happen to be and however you happen to be dealing, I'd just like to let you know that I'm praying that you feel the comfort of the presence of God during this time.